Thobela. I'm Dr. Victor Ramatesere. Join me this Saturday as we make another Bonitas House call to discuss choosing your medical aid right here on SABC2 at 9 in the morning. Don't miss it.
In 2009, Mike Blyth and James Pitman flew around the world in a tiny plane that they had hand-built. It proved to be the perfect advert for the aircraft manufacturing business, and today things are booming.
6 years ago, I decided to develop a little aeroplane that we could manufacture in South Africa and export to the world instead of always importing.
There are a bunch of people, even in a country like South Africa, which is not a hugely wealthy country, that have a little bit of money to spare, who want to fly and who are fascinated in our products. And we've come across a lot of patriotism. I mean, there are loads of South Africans who want to buy South African developed aircraft.
The idea for flying around the world came from James and I spending some time at the Oshkosh Air Show. It's the largest air show in the world in the United States. And we came back and we said it would be great to one day go there. And then we test flew that new plane of ours about 3 years ago. And as soon as we were flying it, we said, let's fly to Oshkosh. And then one of us said, okay, so once it's at Oshkosh, then what? You know, it was maybe me or James, I can't remember, said, well, let's just keep going. You know, if we go, that far, we keep going all the way around, we come home with it as well. And that's how the idea came about.
Took off from Johannesburg here, and we flew 14.5 hours to Reunion, and then 20.7 hours over here. In principle, we could decide to leave next Friday, get a credit card, an aeroplane. You'd get the permission for the first country before you left, and then you'd have somebody in an office back home getting permissions. You can fly around the world next week.
The way we did the route planning was I opened up Google Earth and I looked at sort of the distances. I worked out, okay, that's the distance we can do for each leg. And then I sort of found an airport and I zoomed in and I said, no, that doesn't look like a big airport. And I found the right airport in each place. And then from that, worked out the route.
Since its modest beginnings, the company's workforce has grown from 5 to 45, with the addition of a new partner, Jean Dassonville.
My whole life I wanted to fly. When I was a youngster, 6 or 7 years old, I wanted a bird suit, the thing you put on and you flew like a bird. And I used to dream of flying, love flying. And I read Richard Bach's book called Illusions, which is the same guy that wrote Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And I made an instant decision and flew, and since then I've flown. And it's something that was inevitable. I used to lie in the car one day watching hang gliders fly over, and I thought, anyone that doesn't learn to fly, it must be absolutely insane.